Hello students, in this video we are going to discuss about descriptive statistics. Python provides us various methods to analyze the data and summarize the data to show it in meaningful way. I read it. It is descriptive statistics is study of data analysis to describe, show or summarize data in a meaningful way. Python Pandas has ability to manipulate some statistical data and calculate results of various statistical operations. Statistical methods help in understanding and analyzing the behavior of data. In simple words, we can say Python provides us some statistics method which are used to analyze the data, which are used to summarize the data to show it in meaningful way. Let's take some examples. The first example that we are taking, that is the sum function. Sum function is used to find the sum of values along requested axis. If we use axis equal 0, it means the operation is performed along the row. There is one parameter axis. If we use axis equal 0, the operation is performed along the rows. And if axis is 1, then operation is performed along the columns. So here axis equal 0 means operation is performed along the rows and each individual column is added individually. Strings are appended. Means the column wise results we will get. Let's see the coding. Import pandas as pd, import numpy as np. The libraries are imported. Then this is the coding to define a data frame, right? Then df1 equal pd dot data frame, p data1, that is to make the data frame. Now see, the sum function is applied like this. Data frame name dot sum. We have not used any parameter. It means by default it will take axis equal 0, means operation is performed along the rows, means it will find the column wise sum. The same way, if we use this statement, data frame name dot sum 0, means axis is 0. We can write this statement this way also. df1 data frame name dot sum axis equal 0, means operation will be performed along the rows, means column wise result we will be getting. In this statement what we are doing, data frame name, then one particular column we have defined, that is unit price dot sum. It means we want to find sum of values in unit price column. We want to find sum of values in unit price column. So individual columns value can be summed using by giving the name of the column like this. And if you want to find the sum of all the columns, we can define this way, or we can give parameter as 0, or we can write parameter as axis equal 0. Now see the output of the previous coding. Here see, this is the data frame. Now see, column wise sum we are getting, that is supplier ID. Supplier IDs are S1, S2, S3, S4. So these are appended. Strings are appended when we apply sum functions. Axis we have taken 0. It means it will work along the rows, means this will work from this value to this value. So these values are appended and we get sum for supplier ID, right? For column supplier ID, that is S1, S2, S3, S4, S5. The same way supplier names are appended A, B, C, D, E. We are getting here A, B, C, D, E. Means strings are appended. Numeric value, if we see unit price, these values will be added and we will get the sum of these values, that is 32 12,150, and the same way transport, these are numeric value, these are added, and we are getting the value 920. The last command that we have given, that is only for unit price column. So only unit price sum is calculated and it is shown here. Let's see the another example. Here we have taken sum x is equal 1, means operation is performed along the columns, means row wise sum we can obtain using this parameter x is equal 1. If x is equal 1, operation is performed along the column, means row wise sum we will get. It calculates sum of values in each row. So the command which we have used, that is df1 data frame 1 dot sum 1. Either we can use this command or we can directly give here df1 dot sum x is equal 1. So it is used to perform operation along the columns, means it is used to find sum of each row. We have written some of the commands only. Rest of the command we assume that already we have written as it was given in the previous example. Now see the output. If we take x is equal 1, it finds sum of numeric columns. Sum of numeric columns. Numeric values only it takes. So it in the first row it takes 12,000 plus 100, that is 12,100. In the second row it shows 400 plus 200, that is 600, like this. Other only numeric value it will sum if we take x is equal 1. Now see, in some functions some parameters can be used. As we have used axis parameter has two value, either 0 or 1, right? The same way we can use one more parameter, that is skip NA. If it is true, it excludes NA null values when computing the result. Default is false. By default it is false. When n value is there or null value is there, it will compute that. But if skip NA we make it false, then it will ignore all these values, right? We will see in the example. Then numeric only, it includes only float, int, boolean columns. If none, will attempt to use everything, then use only numeric data. If numeric only, if it is true, then it will take only numeric values like float, int, boolean values, and otherwise it will take everything. Let's see the example. The same data frame we are using, but here we have used one value, that is np.nan, that is not a number value in unit price, right? Let's see the function how we use. Data frame name dot unit price, particular columns sum we want to calculate. Unit price dot sum x is equal 0, means it will work along the rows, means find the sum of columns, unit price columns, the sum it will find. And skip n equal to means it will skip all NaN values, right? It will skip all NaN values. If we don't take here skip n equal to, it means we will get NaN result, because whatever you will add in NaN, it will be NaN only. But now here we have skipped NaN value, skip NA equal to we have defined, it means NaN value will be skipped and rest of the values sum we will get in the answer, right? And next statement we have used data frame name dot sum x is equal 0, skip n equal true, right? It is for all the columns, right? Here we have defined only for unit price column. Here we are finding sum of all the columns, right? And here also the NaN value will be skipped. In the next command we have given data frame name dot sum x is equal 0, skip n equal to, same meaning. Then numeric only equal to means only numeric values sum it will find, and rest of the values it will not calculate, not use. So see the output. This is the data frame we have defined. Then we are getting unit price sum 24,350. If you see, it will be sum of these numbers only. NaN is ignored. But if we write there skip NaN equal false, then output will be NaN, because whatever you will write in NaN will be NaN. And the next command we have given command to find sum of all the columns. So strings are appended and rest numeric values are added. And in the next command we have given unit price equal, we are getting unit price equal this, and transport sum is this, because there we have written numeric only equal to, right? Only numeric values it is taking to calculate. Next function is min function. Min function is used to find the minimum value out of a set or from a data frame or from series, we can say. We assume that the data frame is already defined. In previous example as we have used, here we are using simply the min function. How to write the min function? Data frame name dot unit price, this is the column name, dot min. Min function parameters are same. X is equal 0 means it will work along the rows, means column wise minimum values find. It will find the first column is the minimum value, second column is the minimum value, like this. And here it will find the minimum value for unit price, because we have given only one particular column name here. Comma skip n equal false means NaN value will be not used, not ignored, right? Now see, in the next command we have written data frame name dot unit price dot min x is equal 0 skip n equal to. Here NaN value will be skipped, right? Here NaN value will be used. So output, if you will see, it will be NaN, and here you will get some minimum value. In this command we have written data frame name dot min x is equal 0 comma skip n equal to. Here we have given we have not given any particular column. It means it will find the minimum value for all the columns and it will skip NaN values. It will ignore those values. In the next command we have written data frame name dot min x is equal 0 skip n equal to numeric only equal also to, means all the numeric value only will be used to find the minimum values. Na value will be skipped and along the row it will work. See the output. This is the data frame. As earlier also we have seen, in the previous examples also we have seen the data frame. If you apply this command data frame name dot unit price dot min x is equal 0 skip n equal false, it means along the row it will work, column wise it will find the unit minimum value for unit price, and skip NA is false, means NaN will not be ignored, it will be used for the computing, right? So as earlier I told that if NaN something is added in something is compared with NaN, then you will get NaN result only. If some function we are using and you are adding, it means whatever you will add in NaN, that will be NaN. And if we are finding minimum value with by comparing with NaN, then you will get the result NaN only. So we are getting here NaN. Here we are using data frame name dot unit price dot min x is equal 0 skip n equal to. Here we have skipped this value, means only these values will be used to find the minimum value. So we are getting 400 as a result of min function, right? Then df1 dot min x is equal 0 skip n equal to. Here x is equal 0, along the row it will work, column wise minimum value it will find, and skip n equal to means NaN value will be skipped. So it is finding minimum value for all the columns, right? Then df1 dot min axis equal 0, skip n equal true, numeric only equal true. It means along the row it will work, means column wise minimum value it will find. Skip n equal true means n value will be skipped, and numeric only equal to means only numeric columns minimum value it will find. So it is finding minimum value for only unit price and transport. Next function is mean function. It returns the average value. It will find the average value. Mean function is used to find the average value. The same data frame we are using. Data frame is defined like this. Then command to find data frame mean is the same as we can use. We have used in sum function and mean function. We can write data frame name dot mean. No parameter is used, means axis equal 0 by default. It means column wise mean it will find, average column wise average it will find. All the other parameters are also used in the same manner as we have used in sum function and mean function. So column wise mean it is finding only for numeric columns. Now see some other statistical functions. The count function we can use to find known NA element of each row or column. It will count the known NA elements of each row and column. Max function is used to find out the maximum value from a given set of data, as we have used the mean function. The same manner we can use max function. Mean function is used to find the mean value or average value from a set of value. In the previous example we have used the mean function to find the average value. Median function is used to find the middle number from a set of values. Median separates the higher half from the lower half of a set of values. I repeat, it is used to find the middle number. Median function is used to find the middle number from a set of numbers. Median separates the higher half from the lower half of a set of values. Mode function is used to find the mode value. Mode value is the value that appears most often. Mode value is the value that appears most often in a given set of values. That comes more times, right? The value that appears most often in a given set of values, that is mode. And next function is var function. It is used to find variance over the requested axis. It is used to find variance. The same way, one more function is there, that is std. It is used to find standard deviation over requested axis. It is used to find standard deviation over requested axis. In all these functions, the parameters like numeric only or axis parameters these parameters can be used in the same manner as we used in the max function, min function, etc. So that's all. Thank you.